All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, under the category of no kidding, the USC Trojans have to get better on the defensive side of the football. The men of Troy were 106th in the nation during this college football season in regards to total defense, which included allowing opponents to convert nearly 43% of their third downs, which was 109th in the nation. Over USC's final 8 games of this season, they were only able to hold Colorado and Notre Dame under 30 points. USC held the football in yesterday's Cotton Bowl loss to Tulane for nearly 40 minutes, but that was not enough as they fell 46 to 45 to the Green Wave, which included seeing them blow a 15-point lead with just under 5 minutes left in that contest. And a lot of that is due to the fact that their defense was unable to seal the deal in the game's waning stages. Now, make no mistake about it, USC head football coach Lincoln Riley has always been a wizard offensively, and this is why USC wanted to and was ultimately able to lure him away from Oklahoma during the 2021 college football season. But just as stellar that Riley is on offense, it's not working out for him defensively. Defensive football was not his cup of tea during his tenure at Oklahoma, and unfortunately, it's followed him to Los Angeles. Riley's teams, their lack of defense. It always shows up in the bigger games against the more talented schools. You just go back and look at Riley's trips to the college football playoff. All of the points that they gave a 50 plus points to Georgia in that Rose Bowl, giving up 45 to Alabama in the Orange Bowl. All of these are college football playoff semis, and then just getting run off the field by LSU a couple of years ago in the Peach Bowl. And now, of course, you look at the stretch run for USC right here with what happened. I know that the Caleb Williams injury factored in to them losing the Pac-12 championship game to Utah, but still the Ute hung 47 on them, and then 46 points yesterday in the Cotton Bowl. And then you think about it, USC's 2 losses to Utah this year, and then the Cotton Bowl loss to Tulane. They gave up 43 points first time around to Utah. Of course, the Utes came back and went for the 2-point conversion in Salt Lake City. Like I said, 47 points in the Pac-12 championship game, and then 46 points yesterday to Tulane. And make no mistake about it, Riley is a wizard on offense. I've talked about that already. And his offenses have been and will continue to be a force to be reckoned with as he's now produced three Heisman winners at quarterback. Kyler Murray and Baker Mayfield at Oklahoma, and of course, Caleb Williams now at USC. And of course, Lincoln Riley had recruited Caleb Williams to Oklahoma, and then he followed him west to Los Angeles. And of course, Caleb Williams quickly became a household name. And I'll tell you like this, if Caleb Williams could have left school right now, he'd probably be the number one pick in this spring's NFL draft. He's just that good. And then, of course, Riley is going to continue to get the talent on offense at the wide receiver position, at the running back position. But now he's got to find a way to make USC better defensively in order for this program to get back to where it was before under Pete Carroll when they were contending for national championships. Because you think about those Pete Carroll teams, he was consistently sending first round picks on the defensive side of the football as well as the offensive side of the football to the NFL. And make no mistake about it, there's plenty of defensive talent at the high school level in the state of California. And you think about USC, SC throughout the years has always gotten their fair share of great high school talent from the state of California, great defensive talent from the state of California as well. And Riley's got to find a way to get those guys and not only get them, but also cultivate them. But with that said, you think about the states of Oklahoma and Texas, where the Sooners program over the years has consistently recruited. Riley still wasn't consistently getting those guys. And you think back to his predecessor, Bob Stoops, there, especially during the first part of Bob Stoops' tenure at Oklahoma, he got his fair share of quality defenders from the Oklahoma and Texas area. So, nonetheless, this is something that Riley is definitely going to have to do because it's going to continue to be that, yeah, but on his resume. And you ask yourselves, if USC had just been better defensively this year, where would this team be right now? You know what I'm saying? Like more than likely, they would still be playing. And then, of course, obviously, the college football playoff has shown us that you know what, you just throw the rule books out the window for defenses because defense really wasn't played a lot in either one of those semi games. But nonetheless, if you're USC, you still got to improve on that side of the ball. SC is going to once again be a force next season. Make no mistake about it. You got Caleb Williams back there slinging that football, and not just slinging the football, but his way to his wizardry as far as moving around in that pocket and making plays with his legs as well. That guy's a real deal. SC is going to be a force to be reckoned with, but they've got to fix things on defense. And I think USC will see their fair share of wins next season. But again, it's going to come down to those big games against the big teams. They're at Notre Dame next season. They're going to host Utah next season, but Utah has really proven in recent years, or basically throughout most of their tenure since coming to the Pac-12, to have USC's number. These are the games that are going to define USC next season. Then, of course, hosting UCLA. One, some people do expect the Bruins to take a slight step back. We got to wait and see. But nonetheless, USC, it's got to be all about the defense this offseason. They have to find a way to keep up with their offense. And if they're unable to do that, like I said, the questions in regards to Riley will continue. Great offensive coach, but it's that, yeah, but on the defensive side of the ball and not taking anything away from Tulane. Tulane is the real deal. They won 12 games this season. Credit to Willie Fritz and his program for turning things around, winning the American, being the top group of five school. But nonetheless, SC has to take care of their business defensively. And if they don't, the questions are going to continue to linger around Riley and this program. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. Now you can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. I'm signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.